Okay, I want you guys just to take a few minutes and take a look at this picture. Look at all the different areas. I'm going to ask you guys, just tell me what you see. Tell me what you think is going on in this picture. Macy.
They could be, like, they could have parts of different, like, scenes that they might have been inspired by. Like, the people in the boat and, like, the person out of the boat in the water could be from Titanic. And then the person rowing the boat could be, like, British or something.
Okay, so Macy thinks that maybe the people are acting out different types of scenes.
Or, like, the person just wanted to, or the artist wanted to collage two scenes that they like.
Okay, so Macy thinks that maybe the artist is collaging or painting two different scenes together. Okay, Sean?
I think maybe like their ship got like shut up and it sunk, and then now they're just going around trying to get all the people out of the water and stuff.
All right, so Sean says that maybe their the ship got shot up, and now they're trying to get all the people out of the water, and they're trying to rescue everyone. And what do you see that makes you think that, Sean?
Because it looks like there's a bunch of bummed out, hurt people on the boat, and then there's a guy in the water. Is that
Okay.
close enough?
Can you point to me like the area, like who you think is hurt?
Like all of them, they all look kind of bummed and sick.
Okay, so Sean thinks that all of them look sickly or hurt somehow. Carly?
I think it goes back to like the 1700s and 1800s stories of like sea serpents and creatures in the water that there were a lot of fairy tales of and different stories told back then, urban myths and stuff. And it's that being acted out with multiple people trying to save the man in the water from the creature.
Okay, so Carly thinks that maybe this is a painting of stories, fairy tales, and different myths about sea creatures and the people trying to save various people from the sea creatures. And she even gave us a time period, 17 and 1800s. Now, what do you see that makes you actually put a year, a time frame?
The clothes, the way the boat, the sails in the background.
Okay, so she's looking at the sails in the background, that she's sort of putting it in the time period of the 1700s or the 1800s. Okay, and the clothing. Logan.
If you look in the background, there's like there's a town, and it looks like there's a lot of churches and like religious stuff that goes back then, like in Britain.
Okay, so Logan is looking in the way background, and she feels like there's a town back there, and there are some churches. What else is that? Yeah.
It seems like the guy that's standing up on the far left, he looks kind of worried, but kind of wants to help. And then the people in the middle, the two that are rowing, look like they kind of just want to keep going by, while the ones hanging over the boat are trying to help out.
Okay, so Mia is referring to this gentleman right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that he looks kind of worried, but like he still wants to help out, and he's sort of, going forward, and then these two here are trying to pull this guy in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you say that he's worried? What makes you think that?
The look on his face, the eyebrows are raised.
Okay, so Mia actually is looking at the eyebrows being raised, and then, just his facial expression is a worried facial expression.
None one's going, they just, by them, it looks like they're just glancing, so they don't really care.
Okay, so she's talking about these two right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mia is looking at these guys, and she's saying that they're just glancing sort of over their shoulder, like they don't really care what's going on. Like they're not very interested in it, and they're the guys who are rowing the boat. What else, Marina?
Like the guy that's standing up, it looks like if he's trying to like scare away the shark.
Which gentleman? This one? This one?
The first.
The first one? Yeah, you think that he's trying to scare away the shark, Carly?
I don't know if it's supposed to be like a whale or a shark or what it's supposed to be, but he has the spear, so it seems like they were ready to go out and hunt for the animal.
Okay. So Carly is saying that maybe this was an intentional hunt, and they actually, set off to go hunt these sea creatures. Either it's a whale or a shark, because he's already ready with his spear. What else do we see?
I'm gonna guess that it's probably windy because the shark is sideways and the guy with the spear, his hair is blown back.
Okay. Mia has observed that it must be windy out because their scarves are going this direction, and this guy's hair is sort of being swept back off of their face, sort of, so it looks like it's windy out. Sean.
Another way of looking at it, and maybe they had intentionally gone out to hunt, but the guy in the water had just been out there. Maybe he had been out there for quite some time, and they had discovered him, and then they're trying to help him. And then while that, whatever that is, it is trying to get to him.
So you think that maybe this guy down here has been out here for a while, and now they're trying to rescue him? Carly?
They have their ropes out and everything, which they had to pack before the trip and bring out with them, so maybe they're using them as like live bait.
Oh, all right. Carly says that maybe they're actually using the guy that's in the water as live bait, and they have their ropes ready, and they've got their spear ready and everything like that. So Jared, what do you see?
If you think about it in a different way, like in Britain, they all had different rebellions and stuff. It could be somebody who was thrown out there as a punishment, and then they went to like go get him or something.
Okay, so Jared's talking about some of the different rebellions and wars that went on in Europe, and that maybe this person was actually thrown out into the sea as a punishment, and these people are trying to save them, did you say? Okay.
He doesn't have clothes on. I don't know why he would take his clothes off, so maybe they took him off to throw him in there or something.
Okay, that's okay. So Jared noticed that the man in the water doesn't have any clothes on, and he's asking why would he take his clothes off himself? Maybe it was a punishment that, his clothes were taken off and then he's thrown into sea. What else? Sean?
To add on to like the live bait thing, maybe the people laying on, you can see that the guy, he's holding on to the guy in the white shirt, he's holding on to him. So maybe he's trying to pull him back because maybe like they're prisoners too. And then like they're trying to reach for him, but then like they can't get him because he's pulling them back. Or maybe or maybe he's just holding them in while they push him out.
Okay. So Sean is saying that maybe the two gentlemen that are leaned over the boat, maybe they are actually trying to pull him in or push him away from the boat. Mia.
I'm gonna say that this might be like a port or bay with all the ships around, and then there's a city close by.
Okay, so Mia says maybe this is during the daytime because of the sky. And you can see a lot of ships around. Logan.
If you look at all the people, there's Indians on the boat also. Like there's the two people bending over look like they're Indians, and then the guy sitting up looks either African American or Indian.
Okay.
There's different ethnic groups on the boat.
Okay. So Logan is noticing that there's some different ethnic groups on the boat. Carly?
You can tell, like, I don't know if the author knew was trying to draw a certain creature or was just making it up out of his head, because you can tell how long it is because you can see the tail in the back of the picture in the right.
Okay,
It doesn't look that like wide. It doesn't look like it could be a whale. It doesn't look. It looks too long to be a shark.
okay, so you think that this is all one creature right here and that the tail is sort of wrapped around? But Carly thinks that maybe the proportions are off, so the artist maybe has never seen a whale or shark or kind of made it up, make believe. Jared?
Like what Logan said, it only looks like the people that aren't white are helping, because the African American guy in the back has a rope that's kind of extended out to the guy in the water. You can kind of see it above his head.
Okay, so Jared is noticing that the African American male has got the rope in his hand and he's the one tossing it out. And then that, what Carly had said earlier, that these two gentlemen here, they look Native American and they're leaning over the boat trying to, or sorry, what Logan said. And they're leaning over the boat trying to help. Macy? No.
Oh yeah. Like it could be the people are maybe somehow was undressed and he accidentally fell into the water, and now they're trying to get him back before the sea creature gets him.
Okay,
And then like the person that looks like he's British with the spear is like trying to fight it off so they can save him in time.
okay. So Macy's trying to figure out maybe why the gentleman is unclothed and maybe it was accidental and he fell in, and everybody is they are trying to rescue him while they're fighting off this creature here. Tyler?
I think the man farthest to the left, he looks kind of distressed. Like he would help if he could, but maybe he's like too weak or not brave enough to help. And he still cares, but he can't really help. And the two men that are rowing the boat don't really care either way. They're just kind of there like it's their job.
Okay, so Carly is thinking that the two men in the boat are rowing just because it's their job and they don't really care, but the man that's standing up right here, as I think Mia said earlier, does look distressed, looks concerned, but not quite sure how to help. Jade?
Maybe the guy who's undressed is sick and they are like trying to like kill him so that the sickness doesn't spread to everyone else or something.
Okay, Jade is saying that maybe his sickness, the man who is in the water is sick, and they're actually trying to kill him, so his sickness doesn't spread to other people in the villages. Carly?
It seems like having a creature like this, everyone would know about it, especially if it's in the bay.
Having a what?
A creature like this, like everyone would know about it because it's in the bay. And maybe they went out on an expedition, and since they have like such a wide range like of ethnicity and different people, that they just took volunteers.
Okay.
And like this was the time of like slaves and stuff, so maybe the African American like was promised freedom if he went on the expedition and they survived.
Okay. So Carly is saying that because there's such a wide range of ethnicities on the boat, that maybe it was volunteer based, or maybe that some of them are slaves and that they're brought out on the boat because they were guaranteed freedom if they win. Last one on Logan.
To add on the Indians, like maybe their myths or whatever, like they knew more about it, and the British people wanted to find it, and they knew that the Indians knows how to find it.
Okay, so Logan is saying that maybe the Native American people knew the myths or the stories more than the British people, the European people, and that's why they are out on the boat.
One more.
All right, two more.
What, like, maybe maybe like they consider that animal like, you know, in different cultures like a god and they're making a sacrifice.
Okay, alright. So Sean, thinks that maybe, they're actually making a sacrifice to the sea creature? Macy.
This is a little odd, but like the sea creature could like they could not even be there. Like maybe from like legends that they've probably heard before. They just like came to believe that there was something out there, so like they started like seeing it even though it wasn't there. So like they're all panicking even though there's not really anything there.
Okay, so you think that maybe the creature really isn't there?
Right.
Okay, alright, so, like the artist painted the sea creature there sort of as an imagination of the people, and they're all frantically trying to stab at the water, and there's actually nothing there. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,